What's up, guys? It is Chris back with another watch video, and today I have a very weird watch for you, a very strange watch. I've seen a lot of reviews of this watch on the internet through a lot of the other channels that I actually follow. It is Core Watches. This is the 7 Sins, and this is actually their quartz version. So they make an automatic version and they make a quartz version. And it gets a lot of good specs. However, it is a very quirky, very weird watch, and at the same time it sort of flies under the radar. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to try and give you my own unique perspective on this watch, even though I've seen, like I said, many different reviews on it. It comes in one of these sort of clamshell cases that you could use for travel, so I always like to see that. It has a big zipper on here. It just says Core Timepieces. That is the name of the brand, of course. This is called the 7 Sins Quartz, so it comes with a little booklet here. The booklet just gives you information about the watch, warranty information, stuff like that. And the watch comes on a NATO strap. This is the silver dial version. I don't know if there are a lot of dial choices with this. I believe they have a black dial version, a silver dial version, and I'm not sure what else, but I will put a link to their website in the description below so you guys can see. So as I mentioned, this is called the 7 Sins, and there's a reason for that. The date wheel actually is not a date wheel. Every time the day changes, it changes to one of the 7 deadly sins. Pretty interesting concept. Obviously bespoke, so that's not something that is obviously available that they can just buy off the shelf and sort of mod an existing movement with. So all of their watches, even the automatic ones, have this sort of little date wheel that is not a date wheel. It actually is a 7 Sins sort of little date wheel, which will change on a daily basis. You do get a screwed-in crown, which is kind of cool. 300 meters of water resistance. Now, I wouldn't call this a dive watch because you're not getting lume on this watch. I don't believe any of the indices or the hands are lumed, so this is more of a novelty watch than anything else. Considering the price, I will accept that because it's under $200. I think it comes out to like $199 with the current sale that they're offering. So it's $200 or makes no difference. But you do get a ceramic bezel insert. You get pretty decent bezel action for a watch that costs around $200. There's a little smidge of play in it, not that bad. I don't believe that the bezel is lumed, but I will double check that at the end so we could do a quick lume shot. You have Core there, and then you have the Core logo replacing the 12 o'clock position. And then just to show you how that date window works, you can see as I turn the date, it actually will change the, I'll advance the hours before I actually change the date. And now I'll change the date, and you can see Wrath. It will, because of the actual movement itself, it's going to show 2 of the same in a row, so it's going to double, and that's just the way date wheels work, so it shouldn't really be that bothersome. And then you get each one of the sins: pride there, lust. Pretty cool. The handset itself is really crazy as well. The handset, as you can see, is actually a switchblade. So as it turns around in certain positions, it definitely looks like a knife. It looks like a switchblade. Pretty cool. And then the second hand is actually a blood drop. Again, very, very weird, very quirky, kind of cool. It all depends on if you like this sort of thing. Now, is this something I would wear? In all honesty, I probably would not wear this. Not because it's quartz, just because I'm not really into the whole knife and blood thing and everything like that. When I saw the automatic version, I thought it was pretty interesting. The quartz version, I think, is a little bit less attractive because obviously it's quartz, and I kind of shy away from quartz unless it has something that's a little bit special about it. Now, this does have something special about it. If you are looking for something very, very out there, if you want to wear a watch specifically for Halloween, or you are one of those people who are really into sort of morbid stuff and kind of like, you know, that gothic sort of quirky look, this is something that will obviously strike an interest in you. It has a very nice dial. The indices are applied. It's a sunburst dial. It's in silver. The size is really nice. It's also in stainless steel, 42 millimeters. As I mentioned, screwed-in crown, which is not signed, but it's a very nice, big, robust crown. It feels really nice. Crown guards, screwed in case back. That's because you do get 300 meters of water resistance. You have a big buckle here. It's a big milled buckle. It says Core on there. For $200, definitely a nice package. You're getting a lot here. 22 millimeter lug width, 120 click crown, 7 millimeter crown on its own. It's on the thicker side for a quartz watch, and I'm going to do a quick measurement so you guys can see. It is on the thicker side, and I measure just under or just about 15 millimeters thick. For a quartz watch, that is thick. Although you do get 300 meters of water resistance, you get a sapphire crystal. And the lug to lug is pretty decently sized. It's not incredibly small. I believe I measured around 50 millimeters or 51 millimeters, just there about 50.8. So a pretty decently sized lug to lug, nothing too big. 51 millimeters for a 42 millimeter case definitely works. It doesn't feel like a cheap watch either. It actually feels pretty nice and weighty in the hands. Very quickly, I will throw it on my wrist so you guys can see, and then we will wrap up the video. I believe there is no lume. I'll just do a quick test here. No, I don't see any lume on here, as you can see. So there is no lume, but we will do a quick wrist shot, and then we will wrap up the video. Before I show you what this is on how this looks on my wrist, let me show you what I have on my wrist today. Today I am wearing my Super Seawolf from Zodiac and Worn and Wound. Talk about quirky and weird watches. Obviously, this is a very quirky, very weird watch. Lots of different colors going on, pretty crazy. A lot of people would definitely prefer this watch over this watch because obviously this got a lot of hate in the videos that I did. A lot of people said it was probably the ugliest watch ever made. I obviously did not agree. That's why I bought it, but there you go. I mean, not everybody could like everything, right? That's the whole point, and I definitely understand that, and that's the reason why Core actually reached out to me and asked me if I would like to review their watch. I said yes because, hey, it's definitely something that's very different. It may not be my style, but it is a good-looking watch. The style of it on the front of it is really, really nice. I don't particularly care for the switchblade hands, but you definitely can't see that from afar. It's something that you need to look close up to really understand what's going on the dial of this watch. But besides that, it's really well made. It's actually very well made, and especially considering the price. Like I said, they have a sale right now, and I probably did not mention the code. It's FATHER20 for Father's Day. And it comes on this NATO strap. It's also signed right here. It's signed here. Like I said, it's a lot of attention to detail that went into a watch that costs about $200. That's pretty good. I really like the automatic version a lot more. If you don't want to spend that much money on something that you may not wear every day, like this, then I definitely understand the quartz version. It kind of makes sense. And I think that automatic version actually gets lume if that's something that you actually care about, and that's something I also I really love. You know, obviously I do a lume shot in every video. I love lume, but again, quirky watch, something that is not for everyone, much like that Zodiac. Not everybody's going to really love this, but I think it's pretty cool. I'll do close-ups of the dial so you guys can see. I'll take a picture of the case back also so I can show you guys what that looks like. 7 sins right there on the dial, very large text there, so it's something that is, you know, you either love it or you hate it. But tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I know I've seen a lot of other reviewers come out with videos on this watch. I wanted to give my opinion as well. You know, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. Please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog. And like I said, you can get a discount, Fathers20. I think there was another discount code that they also gave me that will probably last outside of that. I will put that in the description below as well. I don't remember if that was for 20% off as well. But either way, anything over 20% obviously is really, really good. But 20% gets you this at around $200, and that's a pretty decent price for a very well-made watch. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Anyway, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.